Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us start the program with the main affairs of the week. As Indian bananas are imported to Nepal at cheaper prices, it has become difficult for Nepali bananas to reach the market. The problem of acidity has been observed in 60% of the cultivable land of Bagmati state. Prime Minister Sherbadur Deuba has expressed his commitment to give justice to the conflict victims. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the news from Bardia district. Bardia district is in the western part of Nepal. The area is considered very good for goat breeding and goat raising. After going to Gulf countries to work, many Nepali youths have turned into farmers after seeing the importance of agriculture. Many people feel we have good land which is blessed with fertility. It is the earth that supports life, and we do not need to go far-off places to work. However, it is not the same for the mountains of Nepal. Apples grow well and walnut grow well in the mountains. The yak and changra are the main source of income there. These products do not hold life up in the mountains. While in the Tarai, the land is well blessed and anything can be done. The first district convention of Bardia district branch of Nepal Commercial Goat Breeding Federation has been concluded. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Bardia district branch of Nepal Commercial Goat Breeding Federation has held its first district convention. A meeting of commercial goat farmers in Bardia district on Friday formed a 19-member district working committee of Nepal Commercial Goat Farmers Federation under the chairmanship of Nayan Singh Rawal. Purna Bahadur Badawal, who has been raising goats for the past 6 years, expressed hope that the organization would help in the coming days when there is a business crisis.
म विगत 2072 सालदेखि बाख्रा चाहिँ व्यवसाय गरेर आइरहेको छु है। मसँग अहिले बाख्राहरूको संख्या भन्नुपर्दा खासै धेरै त छैन, थोरै छ, 50-60 जति छ है। यो आज हाम्रो जुन यो जिल्ला बाख्रा व्यवसायी संघहरु व्यवसायहरुको चाहिँ सम्मेलन हुन गइरहेछ र यसमा चाहिँ अब संगठन हुनु कारण के छ भने चाहिँ हामी छरिएर रहेका बाख्रा व्यवसायीहरुको एउटा यो संगठनले भोलिका दिनहरुमा एउटा व्यवसायलाई अप्ठ्यारो पर्दा अर्को व्यवसायहरु एकमुष्ट भएर संगठित भएपछि केही सहयोग हुन्छ कि भन्ने अपेक्षाले
Bardia district is a suitable place for goat rearing business. Bardia is ahead of Dang and Banke districts of Lumbini state. Dr. Suman Khanal, animal officer at the Integrated Agriculture and Livestock Development Office Gularia, said that the goat rearing business is moving ahead due to the conscious farmers, commercial farmers and experienced farmers.
हामीलाई चाहिने मासु चाहिँ हामीलाई पुगेर हामी एक्सपोर्ट गर्छौं। दशैंको अवस्थामा हेर्ने भने काठमाडौँमा जाने धेरै जस्तो बोकाहरू हाम्रै बर्दिया जिल्लाबाट गएका छन्। त्यस अर्थमा पनि के छ भने हामी एकदम यहाँ चाहिँ जागरुक किसान, व्यवसाय किसान, अनुभव किसानहरुसँग चाहिँ बसिरहेको अवस्था छ। र आजको यो अधिवेशन जुन हुन गइरहेको छ, यो अधिवेशन सम्पन्न गर्दाखेरि यहाँहरु चाहिँ एउटा सौहार्दपूर्ण वातावरणमा चाहिँ सम्पन्न गर्नुहुनेछ। किनभने बर्दिया जिल्ला भनेको यसै पनि कृषिमा उर्वर भूमि हो, नाम चलेको जिल्ला हो। यहाँबाट चाहिँ एउटा मेसेज कस्तो जानुपर्ने अवस्था हुन्छ भने बर्दिया जिल्लामा एकदम सौहार्दपूर्ण वातावरणमा चाहिँ सम्पन्न भएको छ है भन्ने जाँदा हामी सबै तपाईहरुको लागि पनि हामी जिल्लामा बसेको कृषि पशुपन्छी कार्यालयको पनि एउटा गौरवको कुरा हुनेछ र त्यसरी चाहिँ यो सम्पन्न होस् भन्ने शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छु।
Out of the 8 local levels of Bardia district, there are goat smart agriculture villages under the Ministry of Land Management and Cooperatives of the Lumbini state. It is estimated that there are about 300 farmers who have officially started commercial goat rearing. But so far, 150 commercial goat farmers have subscribed to the district branch of the Nepal Commercial Goat Breeding Federation, according to the district branch of the Nepal Commercial Goat Breeding Federation, Bardia. Federation will be ready to solve any problem of the farmers, said Nayan Singh Rawal, President-elect of Bardia District Branch of Nepal Commercial Goat Breeding Federation.
150 जना जति हामीसित छ। अहिले हाम्रो बर्दिया जिल्लामा व्यावसायिक बाख्रा पालनहरु आइसक्नु भएको छ। फेरि पनि यो भन्दा पनि माथि हामी सदस्यता दिने छौं र अरु किसानहरुलाई पनि समेटेर सानो भन्दा सानो किसानलाई पनि समेटेर एउटा व्यवसायिक किसान बनाउने छौं। हाम्रो यो व्यवसाय संगठनको उद्देश्य भनेको चेपाङमा बस्ने बर्दिया जिल्लाको हकको कुरा चेपाङमा बस्ने एउटा किसान पनि त्यो पनि किसान हो भनेपछि बोर्डरमा बस्ने अलि खा पनि त्यो किसान हो। त्यो दुईटै किसानको समस्यालाई समाधान गर्नलाई एउटा व्यवसाय सङ्गठन बनाएको छौँ। यसलाई जुझारुका साथ हामी अगाडि बढाउनेछौँ र यसलाई किसानमा परेका कुनै पनि समस्यालाई हामी समाधान गर्नेछौँ भन्ने वचन दिँदै आजको कार्यक्रममा यहाँ समापन गर्छु।
Similarly, Prem Sagar Paudel, Central President of the Federation of Nepalese Commercial Goat Breeders, said that the organization was necessary as collective effort was needed rather than individual.
अर्काको अफिसमा गएर जागिर खाए जस्तो कुरा चाहिँ होइन, यो नितान्त फरक कुरा हो। तर यो हाम्रो समाजले के कुरा बुझिराखेको छ भनेदेखि त्यो सटर खोल्नु, पसल खोल्नु, जागिर खानु र यो कृषि कर्म गर्नु नै एउटै कुरा हो जस्तो मानिराखेको छ। मेरो विचारमा यसमा चाहिँ बुझाइ पुगेन। यो कृषि भनेको नाफाका लागि गरिने व्यवसाय होइन। हामी व्यवसाय गर्छौँ, व्यवसायबाट नाफा लिन सकिएन भने व्यवसाय एक दिन सकिन्छ। तर कृषि गर्ने मान्छेहरू नाफा केन्द्रित भएर चाहिँ काम गर्न सक्ने अवस्था हाम्रो देशमा छैन।
The program was attended by Krishna Prasad Shidari, Central Senior Vice President of Nepal Federation of Commercial Goat Breeders, Prem Subedi, Central Member, and Binod Kimire, Office Head of Integrated Agriculture and Livestock Development Office, Gularia, Bardia, local media persons, and commercial goat farmers. After the news report, let us now talk about seed production. For good seed production, we need good seed scientists in the country. Agriculture science is the backbone to support life on Earth. There is no argument on this matter. So what can be done to improve agricultural production? We can improve the way we dig the land. This means machines to loosen the soil. We can produce good seeds which produce more. We can improve the quality of the soil that we have. We can improve the technique with which we cultivate. Nepali terrain is very difficult for modern machines, yet the Terai has a lot of possibilities for modern agriculture. The government should use Terai for the advantage of the Nepali people. Let us look at this news report for a little while. A 3-day training on seed certification and sale and distribution had started from Saturday at Gularia Bardia with the technical assistance of Seed Quality Control Center, Hariyar Bhavan, Kathmandu, organized by Integrated Agriculture and Livestock Development Office, Bardia. The training was attended by 60 people from Bardia district and outside the district who have completed agricultural education, run agrovets, and are interested in working in the field of seed production. A 3-member technical team came from Seed Quality Control Center, Hariyar Bhavan, Kathmandu, to train the participants. Bharat Devkota, Senior Seed Officer, Seed Quality Control Center, Hariyar Bhavan, said that the training had been conducted on the demand of the concerned bodies such as the Agriculture Knowledge Center, local level, and Integrated Agriculture and Livestock Development Office.
ज्ञान केन्द्र अथवा एकीकृत कृषि तथा पशुपन्छी विकास कार्यालय अथवा पालिकाहरूले आफ्नै कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ समावेश गर्न भएको हुन्छ। त्यो क्षेत्र कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ उहाँहरूले हामीलाई प्रशिक्षकको रूपमा विभिन्न गोष्ठी नियन्त्रण केन्द्रले नै त्यो तालिम सञ्चालन गर्नुपर्ने भएको हुनाले प्रशिक्षकको उहाँहरूको आफ्नो संयोजनमा हामीलाई बोलाउनुहुन्छ र हामीले चाहिँ त्यहाँ त्यसरी तालिम दिएर चाहिँ सञ्चालन गरिरहेका हुन्छौँ।
The 3-day program is believed to play an important role in the production, distribution, and use of quality seeds. After the news report, let us now talk about the different programs that are taking place around the country on agriculture. The agro-business is improving in the country. There are training and meetings to improve further. The management of the market is still the problem of the Nepali farmers. Also, the produce management should be the next step in Nepali agriculture. The farmers are complaining that the produce do not get the investment cost. This means that food preservation and processing should be the plan for better future. We get news that fields of vegetables are destroyed due to lack of market. Sana Kishan Krishi Sahakari Sanstha Limited, located in Ward number 6 of Sundarharanja Municipality of Morang, has celebrated its 25th annual general meeting. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Sana Kishan Krishi Sahakari Sanstha Limited, located in Ward 6 of Sundarharanja Municipality of Morong, has celebrated its 25th annual general meeting. Chairman of the organization, Vim Prasad Podel, presented the annual report at the General Assembly. The organization has been dispersing loans by collecting small business loans and small savings of small entrepreneurs since last year. In the last fiscal year, the share members of Sana Kishan Krishi Sahakari reached 2,643 members and the share capital reached 624.77 million rupees. The total income was 46,63,448 rupees. At the event, the members were given letters of appreciation along with cash under the outstanding business project. The organization has stated that it will continue the maternity nutrition expenditure and the animal medicine vaccination program. In addition, seed goat distribution, commercial animal husbandry study observation tour, timely distribution of improved varieties of vegetable seeds, incentive program towards organic farming is aimed at the farmers. After the news report, let us now talk about banana market. Banana is one of the most popular food world over. It is recorded that India consumes the most banana in the world. India is also the giant in banana production. This means that the Nepali bananas are in the shadow. The Nepali farmers claim that the investment for banana production in Nepal is higher. This means that the Nepali bananas are more expensive than the Indian bananas. Nepali bananas do not get the market due to cheaper Indian bananas. This means that the extra bananas should be preserved and sold to places in the world where food is not growing well. As Indian bananas are imported to Nepal at cheaper prices, it has become difficult for Nepali bananas to reach the market. Let us look at this news report for a little while. As Indian bananas are imported to Nepal at cheaper prices, it has become difficult for Nepali bananas to reach the market. Indian bananas are 20% cheaper than local ones. There's a demand of 1.6 million metric tons of bananas in Nepal. But as the production is only 1 million metric ton, there's a problem of having to depend on 600,000 metric tons from abroad. A committee of the Banana Federation of Nepal has been formed on Monday to address the problem of local bananas being dumped in the fields without finding a market. A committee has been formed under the chairmanship of Vishnu Hari Pantha in the presence of banana organizations from different districts. The committee formed on Tuesday held an interaction program on the possibilities, opportunities, and challenges of the banana business. Chairman Pantha said that the formed committee will work to solve the problems of the farmers by reaching out to the government.
सम्पूर्ण चाहिँ जिम्मेवारी लिनु पर्यो हैन भने किसानले इन्डियाको हेरेर आत्महत्या गरेर मर्नु पर्यो त्यसको त विकल्प छैन नि त्यसले गर्दा नीतिगत कुराहरुमा चाहिँ अब हामीले अहिले यसलाई चाहिँ नीतिगत रूपमा जुन हाम्रो अहिले उत्पादन भएको कति छ हाम्रो उत्पादन लगभग 60% छ भने अब 40% पुर्याउन हामीसँग सामर्थ्य छ हामीले मूल्य पाए नै कृषकहरूले मूल्य पाए नै केरा मात्रै होइन यसमा फलफूल तरकारी सबै के मूल्य पाए उले अरु काम गर्छ मूल्य पाएन र उ घाटामा गयो भने त किसान विस्थापितै हुने हो अनि हामी एकैचोटी आत्मनिर्भर त कहाँ हुन सक्छौं त नि राज्यले पोलिसी स्तरमा मेकरमा के गर्नु पर्यो भने हाम्रो कुनै चीज चाहिँ बढी नेपालमा उत्पादन छ त्यो चीजलाई चाहिँ भन्सारमै टाइट गर्ने हो त्यो चीज कम आउनलाई कम गरेपछि आयातलाई कम गरेपछि यहाँको वस्तुले मूल्य पाउँछ मूल्य पाएपछि त किसान अलिकति प्रोत्साहन हुन्छ उले थप अरु काम गर्न सक्छ
Janakraj Pant, General Secretary of the Chittagong Banana Growers Association, said that the Banana Federation would work to reduce the distance between the government of Nepal and the farmers. He said that since only 60% of the bananas are being produced in Nepal, the association would encourage farmers to do business in the coming days to make Nepal self-reliant in bananas.
गरेका काम र किसानलाई परेका समस्या र यसलाई निर्धारण कसरी गर्छ भन्ने कुराको यो केरा महासंघ नेपालले अबदेखि काम गर्नेछ र हामीले एउटा किसानले एउटा हामीले अभिभावक पनि पाएका छौं हिजोको दिनबाट जसले हाम्रा किसानहरुका सम्पूर्ण माग समस्या र अवसरहरुलाई एकीकृत गरी सबै सामु र सरकार सामु पनि किसानको हितमा काम गर्नेछ।
Similarly, spokesperson of the National Farmers Commission, Jivanti Paudel, said that the remittances were the backbone of the state. She said that even though every sector of Nepal has a lot of potential in terms of agricultural production, Arab's worth food items have to be imported from abroad every year.
किसान अधिकार कर्मी हो भने किसान अधिकार कर्मी नै भन्न पाउनु। यो देशको किसान अधिकार कर्मी कति हो, व्यवसायिक किसान कति हो, श्रमिक किसान कति हो भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ ल्याउने गरी ल्याए पो अनि चाहिँ साँचो तथ्याङ्क हुन्छ। अनि पो देशले दिने सेवा सुविधाहरू कसका लागि के हो, श्रमिक किसानका लागि के हो। एउटा किसान छ कृषि श्रमसँग चाहिँ बाँचेको छ हैन, एउटा किसान छ राष्ट्रिय उत्पादनलाई राष्ट्रको अर्थतन्त्रलाई चाहिँ हैन अनि सहयोग गर्ने किसान छ। दुईटै किसानलाई दिने सहयोग एउटै चाहिँ खाल्डो एउटै झोलाभित्र हालेर पुग्छ र।
Nepal produces 1 million metric tons of bananas annually, and the market demand is 1.6 million metric tons. Although Nepal is self-sufficient in banana plants, it has not yet become self-sufficient in production, due to which when cheap bananas imported from abroad capture the Nepali market, the Nepali products rot in turn. Even though Nepal is an agricultural country, it is still not dependent on agricultural production. After the news report, let us now talk about soil. Soil is the soul of life on earth. This soil is where life depends upon. If you have good soil in the country, that means your country is rich. This means that the soil needs to be healthy. Enough organic matter should be available in the soil to produce natural food. In the Bible, the soil is put to rest every 7 years for 1 year. This is to ensure fertility in the years to come. However, in the modern world, the soil is stressed out with chemicals. This has caused deterioration of the soil, and as a result, the production is poor. The problem of acidity has been observed in 60% of the cultivable land of Bagmati state. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The problem of acidity has been observed in 60% of the cultivable land of Bagmati state. Tests conducted by the Soil and Fertilizer Testing Laboratory, HETORA, have shown that the acidity is increasing in most of the cultivable lands. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers has increased the acidity of the soil due to the lack of organic matter. Dr. Janarijan Kharka, Deputy Secretary of the laboratory, said that the increase in acidity in the soil could lead to decline in production due to lack of various nutrients in the crops. He said that the problem of acidity can be solved by ascertaining the quantity of agricultural lime.
खेती योग्य जमिनको 60% माटोमा चाहिँ अहिले अम्लीयपनाको समस्या छ। विशेष गरेर यो तरकारी खेतीको लागि उल्लेख्य क्षेत्रहरू, मुख्य क्षेत्रहरू जहाँ व्यावसायिक तरकारी खेती गरिन्छ त्यो क्षेत्रमा चाहिँ यो अम्लीयपनाको समस्या अझ बढी छ। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि अहिले बागमती प्रदेशको माटोको प्रमुख समस्या भनेको अम्लीयपना को समस्या हो।
He said that there was a problem as only 1% of the soil should have 3 to 5% organic matter. He suggested that the commercial farmers should test the soil from time to time.
प्राङ्गारिक पदार्थको कमी भन्नाले साधारणतया 3 देखि 5% को जुन प्राङ्गारिक पदार्थ माटोमा हुनुपर्ने राम्रो खेतीको लागि हुनुपर्दछ त्यसमा हाम्रो बागमती प्रदेशको माटोमा करिब 1-2% मात्रै प्राङ्गारिक पदार्थ भएको भेट्टाउँछौं।
Farmers are increasingly using chemical fertilizers as it is easier to get more produce and use it. As a result, soil fertility is declining and production is declining, the laboratory said. After the news report, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now talk about land distribution. Land is where we stand. Land is where we grow food. Land is what holds up life. Everyone wants a share of it, and we all have the right to the land. It is human right to call the land his or hers. There are cases where the people are not given proper settlement rights. Now these people are given the rights to land ownership. Minister for Land Management and Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation, Shashi Shrestha, has distributed land ownership certificates to the landless people in the village. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Minister for Land Management, Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation, Shashi Shrestha, has distributed land ownership certificates to the landless people in the village block of Agnishar, Krishna Shavaran of Saptari. Land ownership certificates have been distributed to 700 households in Agnishar, Krishna Shavaran and Tirhut. While distributing the land ownership certificates, Minister Shrestha said that the land would be distributed to the citizens of the villages across the country by mid-January. He stressed that the land ownership certificate distribution campaign has been started in the surveyed villages and no one should be left out in this campaign. Minister Shrestha said that the National Land Commission has been formed to solve the problems of landless Dalits, squatters and unorganized settlers, and a task force has been formed to work on behalf of freed Halayas and Kamayas and study their reality. After the news report, let us now see the fertilizer that is misused. Chemical fertilizer is misused by plywood factories in Nepal. The government imports the chemical fertilizer for the farmers and the plywood companies use up 10% of the total import. This brings the price of the fertilizer up for the farmers due to high demand. The commercial farmers say that they do not have fertilizer every year and there is always the hurry to import more from foreign countries. It has been found that a large part of the commercial fertilizers brought by the government to increase agricultural production has been misused for other commercial purposes. Let us look at this news report for a little while. It has been found that a large part of the chemical fertilizers brought by the government to increase agricultural production has been misused for other commercial purposes. At the meeting of the National Assembly, Delegated Management and the Government Assurance Committee, about 80 plywood industries in the country are using fertilizer for pasting purposes, the lawmakers said. About 500,000 tons of fertilizer is being imported annually for agriculture in the country through government channels. Of the imported DAP and urea fertilizer, about 10% of urea fertilizer is estimated to be consumed for plywood factories. The government has been providing subsidy of up to 74 rupees per kilogram to farmers in chemical fertilizer. After the news report, let us now talk about award in agriculture. In the recent years, the Nepali youths have been going to Israel to get training on agriculture. Israel is famous for cultivating the deserted land. Nepal has a good soil, yet we are learning from people who have succeeded cultivating this land. We are absolutely learning from the best. The Israelite ambassador has awarded the best agribusiness in the country. This kind of program should be conducted to encourage the youths into agriculture. Yuta Nyopane of Dhading has become the winner of the second Krishi Tara Award. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Yuta Nyopane of Dhading has become the winner of the second Krishi Tara Award. In a program organized by the Israeli Embassy, Yuta Nyopane was awarded the second Krishi Tara Award, 500,000 rupees and a certificate. The Israeli Embassy and the Opportunity Foundation have awarded the Outstanding Agricultural Star Award to one of the returnees from Israel with agricultural training. After returning from Israel after completing his agricultural training, Nyopane became one of the best young people involved in commercial agriculture. He is currently cultivating 70 bighas of land. After receiving the award, Nyopane said that the nursery will be run from that amount. Speaking on the occasion, Israeli Ambassador Kanan Gadar said that the agriculture is not a hobby but a business. Stating that the development of any country is not possible without agriculture, he stressed on the need to focus on agricultural production. He says hard work in agriculture and modern technology have made Israel successful in agriculture. Nyopane is among the top 10 young farmers selected from across the country. Naveen Joshi, Deepnarayan Raut, Sachin Karmacharya, Shankar Silwal, Baburam Kesi, Anil Dhami, Vijay Gauli, Praveen Rajbansi, and Ramhari Ruela were in the top 10. They have been cultivating vegetables and raising livestock. After the news report, let us now talk about Human Rights Day. Human rights: right to food, right to education, right to speak, right to religion, right to change religion, right to work such that it does not offend other people's right to protection, etc. We have the right to dignity and we have the right to live as we wish. We're not allowed to kill and mislead the people. We're not allowed to abuse other human beings and take away their dignity. I'm good with human rights, aren't you? Prime Minister Sherbadur Deuba has expressed his commitment to give justice to the conflict victims. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Prime Minister Sherbadur Deuba has expressed his commitment to give justice to the conflict victims. At a program organized by the Human Rights Commission in Lalitpur on Friday on the occasion of the 73rd World Human Rights Day, Prime Minister Deuba expressed his commitment to bring justice to the conflict victims through the truth and reconciliation. He said that resolving the conflict by Nepal itself was an exemplary work of the world. Prime Minister Deuba informed that the human rights of marginalized, deprived, gender minorities, persons with disabilities and backward areas, classes and communities have been ensured. Prime Minister Deuba noted that the government has worked to protect the human rights of its citizens despite the challenging situation created by the COVID-19 pandemic.
बाट जो चाहिँ नि मानिसहरू दुखी संस्थाएका छन् र अझै पनि टिआरसी लगायतका सत्य निपुण लगाएका कुराहरूमा पनि हामीले अवश्य नै कमसेकम चाहिँ नि न्याय गर्नेछौँ राम्रोसँग क्षतिपूर्ति दिएर भए पनि भिक्टिमहरूको चाहिँ नि भिक्टिमका परिवारहरूलाई सदस्यहरूलाई न्याय दिने प्रयास हामी गर्नेछौँ.
Speaking on the occasion, Chairman of the Human Rights Commission, Tab Bahadur Magar, said that the protection of human rights would not be possible by the efforts of any single state body.
मानव अधिकारको सम्मान, संरक्षण, संवर्धन र परिपूर्ति राज्यको कुनै एक निकायको एकल प्रयासले मात्र सम्भव हुँदैन. यसमा नेपाल सरकार, राष्ट्रिय मानव अधिकार आयोग, अन्य संवैधानिक आयोगहरू, नागरिक समाजका साथै निजी तथा व्यवसायिक क्षेत्रहरूको संयुक्त प्रयास, समन्वय र सहकार्यबाट मात्र सम्भव देखिएको छ.
The United Nations General Assembly issued the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on December 10, 1948, acknowledging the fact that the commitment to human values, human civilization, and protection of human rights is a cornerstone of democratic order, sustainable peace, and development. This day is celebrated every December 10 to commemorate the historic day when the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948. After the news report, let us now talk about wild animals that are causing problems in the human settlement. The earth has delicate balance. The ecosystem of the earth includes everything on earth. This means little disturbance has a lot of consequences. As the population of the human race increases, the forested areas are shrinking. This brings the wild animals in the open. If the wild animals die out, we as human beings will not live any longer. This is the truth. We need the plants and animals to be able to live healthy lives. This means we have to manage the earth and share it with other animals. Wild elephants have been terrorizing people in Simle Kamal Gaonpalika 5 of Jhalpa for the past few days. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Wild elephants have been terrorizing people in Simle Kamal Gaonpalika 5 of Jhalpa for the past few days. Residents of the Suratwamai tree planting project have been terrorized by wild elephants coming out of the forest area. The villagers said that they had to panic all night after the elephants that appeared at night started attacking the house along with their crops. They have been destroying food grains, including paddy kept at home. The locals have been demanding control of the elephants as the elephants have been terrorizing the settlement. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the week. As Indian bananas are imported to Nepal at cheaper prices, it has become difficult for Nepali bananas to reach the market. The problem of acidity has been observed in 60% of the cultivable land of Bagmati state. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba has expressed his commitment to give justice to the conflict victims. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan. Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kishan.